there's no policy that prevents us from doing payroll, but we could pass a, if we wanted to pass a management proposal, because it's not really, there's nothing that stops us from doing this
Time
already.
to take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
So the management proposal would be to stop all other work that isn't essentially necessary for the payroll, all outstanding payroll as soon as possible. Right? So I think that is a great option. But again, we don't need to vote on this. So, because we can already do that. There's nothing that stops us from doing that. So the next policy that got a lot of votes is option number 3. Okay, so option number 3 would be to do a joint statement. So I drafted a joint statement. If anyone wants to edit it, it says, "Dear NAMO, we as a team are humbly requesting you to pause your legal action and instead to come to the team sessions and to work out solutions together. We know that we can solve these problems and make sure everyone is treated fairly, gets paid their fair due value, and come to consensus and compromise with a solution that is a win-win for everyone, including the organization and missions that we are all here to support." So that would be the proposal of just like a joint statement. So we can either edit that or we can vote on it as is. And then the third one is simply to request NAMO to do an official complaint. So we could even add that to the statement. We could say, if this is acceptable to you, we request that you file an official complaint with the organization in writing, complaint in writing with the organization, and allow us to um, respond before taking any further action. Okay, so that would be. Also, I would request all documentation, right? And request any other documentation from your time working with. So we can have as much information as possible, since he hasn't turned over all of his notes and all of his information. So I think that could all be put into like one proposal. So why don't we go take a break? We can think about the proposals, and then hopefully we can get agreement on the thing. And then 4-minute break, and then a 3-minute break. When we come back, we can try to vote. Sounds good. Sounds good, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. So 3-minute break.
Joyce, can you please help me and send the notes on GT since I left my phone?
The notes? Okay. The notes.
Yes, please send on GT.
Jitsi,
Thank you.
Jitsi, Jitsi.
I'll
Okay.
look for the file.
Okay.
Thank you.
End
It's
of
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
I'm here.
Vote on that, or do we want to just prioritize payroll and move on, get done with the session as fast as possible? Okay, so I would recommend we just move on to something that actually matters, which would be the proposal to request NAMO to come to the table and negotiate instead of doing legal action. So, dear NAMO, as an empowered, fully empowered member and owner with full rights in the team as a worker.
This message you're typing for name. He is not here. How will he read this? Why don't we move on to most important thing that you have?
What's the most important thing?
Payroll.
Okay, so you want to vote on the payroll proposal first. That sound good?
For me,
I'm
yes,
fine voting on the
for me.
payroll proposal first. It got the most support. So this payroll proposal is a management proposal, so it doesn't actually affect policy because there's nothing against our policies, so just focus on payroll. So the question is, how do we make sure that the payroll is done? So let's do some details. So for example, this includes 165-degree payroll. It includes all past bonus payrolls and any other, back pay and other proposals with payrolls required.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So if we did all of the payrolls, I don't know, maybe it would take 1 week. If this is all we focused on, it would take a week. So I would say between 1 to 2 weeks, but we should at least be able to catch up with at least our previous payrolls, like all upfront, all upfront and token payrolls. If all we did is payroll, we could do it in like 5 days, right? All base upfront and base token payrolls should not take longer than 5 days if that's all we worked on. I would even say less, 4 to 5 days.